are you? Welcome to a new series of learning at Beyond the Cloud. Today, we are going to start about step functions and how can we create one for our usage. In our daily life, step functions are very useful, running off parallel jobs or step-by-step jobs. So remember the name as suggests step function. So as it suggests, it executes the whole process into defined steps. We have three videos, which are introduction of step functions, creating a step function from the console, and creating a step function from infrastructure as code with terraform. So as I said, step functions are really helpful if we have some jobs which has to be done step by steps. Various organizations use step functions as their daily operations. We'll see that details in our first video. So let's start the journey and create our first step function. If you are new to this channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. I will try to make some recommended videos from you guys if you have any. So sit tight and enjoy. So first of all, let us concentrate on what are the step functions. So AWS Step Functions is a cloud service provided by Amazon Web Service that facilitates the coordination and management of multiple AWS services to build scalable and reliable applications. So what does it mean actually? So when you see the sentence or when you listen to the sentence, the more emphasis that I will give to the word is the coordination. So step function actually coordinates between the other services. So you can glue in other services and you can create one step functions, like you can glue in one Lambda, you can glue in one SNS topic, SQS notification, and you can glue in all together and you can create one step function. So your step functions means the services will be executed step by step the way that you want. So it is a serverless workflow that allows you to design, visualize, and execute workflows composed of a series of steps or tasks. And these tasks can include like AWS services like AWS Lambda, SNS, notification, and many more services from AWS. So this is what step function is. So it is a combination of services you can glue in together the way whatever you want. The next question might come is, what are the problems of a step function? Like why the step function even exist, or what are the problems before the step function existence? So the first thing that comes to my mind is complex workflow. So organizations often have workflows that involves multiple steps, dependencies, and conditional logic. So managing these complex workflows manually can be error prone and time consuming. So without step functions, it is challenging to create and visualize the sequence of tasks effectively. The next one would be the scalability issue. So as an organization grows, as your work grows, your services grows, their workflow often need to scale to handle the increased workloads. Traditional methods of workflow management may struggle to scale efficiently and may require significant adjustment to accommodate higher demands. So this is one of the reasons the step function was needed. Next one is error handling. Error handling or exception handling within workflows can be problematic. Without step functions, organizations may need to implement custom error handling mechanism, like from where the error is happening. So if you have multiple steps involved, you don't know in which steps your problem is happening. So you need to implement a manual error handling mechanism, which can be difficult to maintain and may not provide the necessary visibility that is needed. So the next one is maintenance difficulties. So this is also another part. So traditional workflow management often involves manually managing each steps and interactions. So this can make maintenance and update time consuming, error prone, and especially when dealing with large number of tasks or frequent changes. So these are the couple of problems that existed before step function. Apart from that, we have this monitoring and debugging that I already told. Then we have lack of scalability issues. Costs were higher. The manual management of workflows can lead to higher operational cost due to increased of labor hours and everything. So these are the couple of things that the problems before the step functions were introduced. Now, The next part is okay, we understand what is the step function and what are the problems existed before. Now the thing is, what are the advantage of use of step function? So the advantage is basically the problems of the step functions before. So one is easy to use. So if you, when I will show you the demo, you will understand that the step functions is really easy to use. You can just integrate, there is an UI, you can just drag and drop your services, or you can code your services as well, and you can glue it together. So it can integrate with other services as well, and integrate seamlessly with AWS services like Lambda, Batch, ECS, and allowing you to leverage the full AWS ecosystem in your organization. The orchestration part is also very simplified. Step functions abstract the complexity of orchestration, various AWS services and resources, making it easier to manage workflows. The step functions are highly reliable as well, so and also scalable, so ensuring that your workflow runs smoothly even in high demand scenarios. Also, as I said, it can be low code, that is low maintenance. So you can either drag and drop your services from UI, or you can also code it. So there is a low code option, but this is one of the advantages of step function. And also it is event driven. So it is well suited for event driven architectures, enabling you to respond to events and triggers from various sources. It is also cost effective. So the next point is, what are the couple of common use cases for step functions, right? So we need to ask, like, okay, so step functions are really advantageous, right? So the one that I have talked. Now, what are the common use cases? So the first common use case of a step function would be the data pipeline, ETL workflow. So AWS step functions to automate the data extraction, transformation, and loading the process. For example, you can create workflows that collect data from various sources, perform data cleansing, and load it into a warehouse. So you can create your own data sources from an SQS or SNS topic. It comes to transformation. You can transform your data by Lambda, and you can load the data into data warehouse, whether it is RDS or DynamoDB or whatever it is. Next is serverless microservices. Coordinate serverless functions in a microservice architecture. Step functions can manage the sequence of Lambda functions, ensuring proper execution and error handling. Next one is the distributed data processing. It's a big data scenario. You can use step functions to manage complex distributed data processing workflows involving like services like AWS, EMR, Glue, etc. Also, IoT devices management, like managing the lifecycle of IoT devices, including provisioning, configuration, and updates. Step functions can handle tasks like device registration, firmware updates, and error handling. And another common use case is the event-driven architecture. So in step function, the create workflows. This create workflows that react in real-time events and initiate action based on the specific conditions, like the way that we handle Cloudtrail events, like the way we handle Event Bridge events. So for example, you can trigger alerts and notification based on your incoming data streams. That also you can do. A couple of real world example, let me give you a couple of real world example. Like we have various organization using these step functions, and they are very much benefited out of it. So the first example I can give you, the Netflix content ingestion workflow. Netflix uses step functions to manage its content ingestion workflow. When a new content is added to their platform, it goes through a series of processing steps, including transcoding, quality checks, and metadata enrichment. So, AWS step functions help ensure that these steps are executed in a correct order and handle in potential errors. The next one is from Yelp. It's a restaurant data processing. Yelp utilizes this AWS step functions to process restaurant data. With thousands of restaurants and an extensive amount of data to manage, Yelp's workflow includes data collection, validation, and integration. So AWS step functions automate and orchestrate these tasks, ensuring data accuracy and consistency. Next is a very big company called Samsung. It's IoT device management. Samsung leverages this AWS step functions for IoT device management. The company uses step functions to automate device provisioning, configuration, and firmware updates. This helps Samsung efficiently manage the large number of IoT devices and ensure that they're always up to date. Next is another is General Electric. GE Healthcare uses AWS functions for medical imaging workflows. Their state machine manage complex image processing pipelines, ensuring the images go through various stages, including pre-processing, analysis, and reporting. This helps healthcare professionals access critical patient information more quickly. Next is Airbnb. Airbnb also has a very interesting workflow. Airbnb uses AWS step functions to manage data pipelines. Data engineers create workflow to collect, process, and analyze large volumes of data. Step functions coordinates these tasks, making it easier to develop and maintain complex data workflow. The next one is Atlassian. So I hope you have already known, you all know about this Atlassian. This company behind popular software tools like Jira and Confluence employs AWS step functions in its build and deployment process. Step functions help the automate and streamline the software build, testing, and deployment pipeline, ensuring the product updates and delivered faster with fewer errors. The next one is Zynga, mobile game backend. So Zynga is a mobile gaming company employs AWS step functions to manage its game backend services. Game sessions are often involve multiple steps from player matchmaking to a gameplay monitoring and everything. So step functions help Zynga to coordinate these steps efficiently, allowing for better game experience and scalability. Last but not the least is the NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory space missions. Relies on AWS step functions to orchestrate various processes during space missions. So JPL uses these step functions to automate mission critical sequence, such as rover commands and data collection, ensuring the success of space exploration mission. So the next part is okay. We understand now the importance of step function. What are the step functions? How it evolved? What are the problems behind it? So what we will do here? So we will create AWS step functions both from UI. I will do the integration from the UI itself, and also we will use the same integration in infrastructure as a code with AWS CDK. We will use Python as a coding language. So there will be two demo sessions for this. One is the first one is we will do it with our UI setup. We will do drag and drop of the services. We will integrate manually from the console, and the next demo session will be with as infrastructure as code, where we will code everything and we will deploy the code in our account so that the step functions can build up. So I hope you will enjoy this video. So that's it for the first video of or the introduction of the step functions video. So let's go to the demo one, which will be the second video that will be coming in, where we will build up the step functions from scratch. So I really hope that you like this video and you are excited too. I'm also excited to start this step function journey with you. So if you are new to this channel, kindly like, share, comment your thought. Let me know what you like and what you didn't, so that I can improve on those. If you have any other thoughts, what I